Hello folks, welcome back to Heroic Elite Comics. In this video, we're diving into the fall of X and the return of the Phoenix Force in the Jean Grey comic. We're focusing on the final issue because the others get tricky without knowing Jean Grey's history. Stick around, and I'll break it down. At the start of the fall of X, Jean Grey faced the ultimate fate for mutants of death. But here's the twist, she ended up in the white-hot room. In Marvel Comics, it's been established that when Jean dies, she goes there because the Phoenix Force resides in that space. The Phoenix Force is a big deal, existing as a universal concept throughout the multiverse. Jean is the perfect host, making the white-hot room her rightful place. In the storyline, Jean revisits pivotal moments in her life, like the original Phoenix Saga. She even faced the question of altering events, like when she chose Wolverine over herself to wield the Phoenix Force. This introspection stems from her time as the White Phoenix of the Crown, an immensely powerful entity. Comparing her power to the Living Tribunal is tricky, but let's say she was astronomically strong. She never clashed with the Living Tribunal directly, so power scaling is necessary for any conclusion. Regardless, Jean's capabilities were off the charts. Jean's choices and decisions had a big impact on not only the main Marvel universe, but also on any alternate realities that might exist. This led various versions of her to attack, all furious about the consequences. While talking to herself and the powerful Phoenix Force, she questioned their anger, wondering if it's merely because they're all dead. To her surprise, one version explained that they're just creations of her past, manifestations of her nightmares and imaginary stories. According to them, none of it is real. Yet, in the unique setting of the white-hot room, everything feels real in its own way. When Jean inquired further, they revealed her recent actions, restructuring the white-hot room to create pocket realities. Essentially, she wields astronomical power to reconstruct reality, mimicking past events and altering them just to observe the outcomes. This parallels the cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal creating universes and manipulating events within them. Jean isn't just toying with reality. It's like an adult given Legos, a complex endeavor she approaches with her immense power. What adds an extra layer of complexity to the situation is when one of the Phoenixes confronts Jean. Accusing her, it reveals that she used memories to shape a grim future where the Phoenix Force played a pivotal role. In this altered reality, both Wolverine and Cyclops wielded the Phoenix Force, resulting in catastrophic chaos that led to the destruction of Earth. This revelation prompts speculation about an alternate reality where the Phoenix Force, never stabilizing after the Dark Phoenix Saga, unleashed its destructive power, wiping out the entire universe. It's a fascinating what-if scenario, exploring the notion of the Dark Phoenix annihilating the Marvel Universe, an intriguing and impactful concept. What intensifies this moment is the Phoenix itself communicating with Jean. The Phoenix's message cuts deep, stating that she should have trusted it. This implies that Jean's actions, fueled by mistrust or misunderstanding, contributed to the calamitous events in the fabricated reality. Jean reflected on her own frustration, realizing the importance of carefully considering the consequences. She delves into creating alternate realities, driven by the idea of passing the Phoenix Force to another, rejecting it for herself. The Phoenix Force interprets this as an insult, questioning why it wouldn't be trusted. The appearance of Jean's facsimiles serves as a manifestation of the Phoenix Force's anger and its attempt to make her comprehend the situation. The Phoenix Force, encompassing all life across the multiverse, finds arrogance in Jean's belief that it could be wrong. It aims to convey the gravity of the situation, revealing Jean's contemplation about someone else handling the Phoenix Force. However, the responsibility rested solely on her, despite the Phoenix Force temporarily hiding her body and adopting her identity. The destruction of the Dabari's world was an unfortunate consequence, not directly her fault. Referencing Marvel Comics' Phoenix and Dark Phoenix sagas, the narrative explores Jean's initial empowerment and the iconic moment when she declared, "I am Phoenix." Her journey, intertwined with the Phoenix Force, involved a power surge and a subsequent struggle to control its destructive potential. Despite her demise, the Phoenix Force manipulated events until her true will intervened and halted its destructive course. After the Phoenix Saga, Mastermind, aka Jason Wingard from the Hellfire Club, manipulated Jean by using his power to make her believe she was on a Victorian-era ship. His goal was to sever Jean's connection with Cyclops, leading him to deceive her into thinking Cyclops had died, triggering emotions the Phoenix Force had never experienced. Despite being a powerful source, the Phoenix Force went insane with newfound emotions like rage, loss, and love. Exploring what happened, the Phoenix Force, temporarily controlled by Jean during the Dark Phoenix Saga's conclusion, took over her mind and descended into madness. In a pivotal moment, Jean, regaining control, flew into space and sacrificed herself. Originally, Jean was meant to die, but due to the character's popularity, Marvel brought her back from the dead. Interestingly, Chris Claremont initially bluffed her return, and Jim Shooter, calling the bluff, compelled him to kill off Jean. It's a unique twist where a writer's idea shaped the character's fate. Referencing this revelation, the Phoenix mentions the discovery of Jean's true body cocooned beneath the sea and her awakening. Jean's return to Scott seemed like a restoration, prompting the Phoenix to question why it's considered terrible. Jean's response hints at the aftermath of impulsive actions and attempts at logical approaches, leading to setting up loved ones to die, as revealed by another personality, Madeline Pryor. Madeline Pryor, whose introduction is noted, becomes part of the conversation. The Phoenix recalls her role in the events, emphasizing the unkind reality resulting from impulsive decisions. As Madeline Pryor's voice echoes in, she reminds Jean of not forgetting her existence, leading to Jean's realization. For those unfamiliar with Madeline Pryor, she used to be a captivating character in Marvel Comics, but now she's considered boring. The intriguing part about Madeline is her origin, Mr. Sinister's attempt to clone Jean Grey for a powerful offspring with Cyclops. Although they never truly had a child, the Age of Apocalypse introduced Nate Grey, also known as XMen. Behind the scenes, Madeline was supposed to replace Jean, marrying Cyclops and fading into the comic's sunset. However, Jean returned, disrupting this plan. Initially powerless, Madeline was a clone created by Sinister, referred to as Jean's clunk. Despite lacking powers and a substantial life, she became the mother of Nathan Christopher, known as Cable. Madeline's descent into madness led to her transformation into the Goblin Queen, ruling over a techno-organic world. In a reality Jean created, Madeline questions what might have happened if certain events, like the Inferno event from the 80s, had not occurred. Jean wonders if life would have been better without her becoming the Phoenix Force. The dialogue explores the potential outcomes and the impact on the characters involved. Jean poses a poignant question about whether Madeline's life would have existed at all without the Phoenix Force. The narrative delves into the consequences of Jean's actions, exploring the alternate paths that could have unfolded. As the Phoenix intervenes, it emphasizes the significance of love and depth of feeling. It challenges Jean's narrative of doom and destruction, urging her to reconsider the stories she tells herself. The Phoenix confronts Jean's nightmares and questions if this is the story she truly wanted to tell herself. Rachel Summers bore the weight of self-blame when she inherited the role of the Phoenix, considering herself responsible for ushering the Phoenix Force into the Marvel Universe. Memories flooded back, recounting events like the Hellfire Club, the Party Orgy, and the Mutant Massacre. Jean attempted to protect mutants, but her efforts failed, leading to a poignant question: why didn't the Phoenix bond with her? Addressing the fans' curiosity about the Phoenix's absence, it reveals its current state as inactive bits in the white-hot room, existing as a nexus between all Phoenix hosts. The Phoenix counters Jean's self-doubt, explaining that she did all she could and that other forces were at play. Louise Simonson's storytelling injects real-world elements, resonating with the human tendency to question if more could have been done, despite evidence to the contrary. Jean's realization unfolds, acknowledging that despite one's choices, death claims everyone. The Phoenix challenges this notion, asserting that they are not entirely subject to death yet. Gone emphasizes unity, hinting at a joint effort in the white-hot room, linking to the events in Immortal X where mutants, including Jean, find themselves. Jean's presence in the white-hot room becomes a crucial link to Immortal X-Men's narrative. Apocalypse's manifestation within the room adds an extra layer of tension, typical of his character. Jean observes Hope Summers, the first mutant born post-House of M, with the ability to mimic powers. Jean's words prepare readers for Hope's pivotal role in the upcoming events. The narrative builds on Hope's significance, stemming from her origins and the hope she represents for mutant kind. As Jean touches Hope, the potential for a joint effort emerges, culminating in Hope manifesting the Phoenix Force. This development raises questions about its success, prompting anticipation for Immortal X-Men to provide answers. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like my video. Those tell YouTube that more people should watch my videos, and hit the bell so you will get a notification as soon as my videos post.